What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. Times don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world, but keep the sky on your mind.
Hello. Welcome to another stream here with Noob. I'm sorry if I seem a little bit low on energy today. I am not feeling the best. However, let's get the party underway. Let's get this flight underway, shall we? Okay, today we're flying the beautiful 777-300ER. We're going to be flying it from London to Cologne in Germany. So here we are at London Heathrow. Have I forgotten something? Yes, I have. I've forgotten to start traffic injection. Expect a lot of lapses and stuff by me today. Not feeling the best, but yeah. Okay. We've got our traffic running. We'll give that a second to load up. Let it load up in its own time. But here we are on the beautiful PMDG 777-300ER. And as you can tell, this is an absolutely gorgeous aircraft. My favorite airliner in real life. And to be honest, it's one of my favorites to fly in the simulator as well. It's pretty decent. The only thing I don't like is its GSX integration is not as good, you know, as let's say Phoenix. So I don't like using GSX with this aircraft, which kind of takes away from the whole experience a little bit. But apart from that, I have to be honest with you, it's an absolute pleasure to fly this aircraft. The PMDG 777-300ER. So today we'll be flying the British Airways livery from London to Cologne in Germany. Alright, nobody in the chats. Okay. Let's just get this thing underway. Let's take a look at this landing gear here. It's done pretty well, isn't it? Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. I like the way how this looks. It's so realistic. Very nice. Bit of polygon there on the tires and wheel hub, but nothing too severe. It's actually pretty good. It's actually very, very good. Let's take a look at the nose landing gear before we decide to go into drone mode and take a look at the airport here. That's not too bad at all. I wish we could interact with these buttons. Although that would probably be a little too much, to be honest. But yeah, it looks good. Looks very good. It looks very good. Okay. Great. Let's go and take a look at our cockpit mode. Give a while for the PMDG license to load there. The yokes have been unlocked. Let's go to our drone mode. Here is London Heathrow, ladies and gentlemen. This is London Heathrow. As you can tell, we're probably at the wrong gate. The British aircrafts are on the other side. But it looks quite lovely. We've got nice amount of traffic. Not too much. Obviously, London Heathrow is much busier than this, but we just want just enough traffic to give us that level of, immersion, so it doesn't look like a ghost town when you fly into an airport. But besides that, it's looking good. It is looking quite good here. Alrighty, jumping back into the cockpit, ladies and gentlemen, we got head tracking. Nice little head movement going along. I'm not actually using the entire tracking mode, I'm just using head movement just to get us started here. Do we have a sim brief plan loaded? Let's take a look at our sim brief here. EGLL, EDDK, we do have a sim brief loaded. That's fantastic. Okay, let's go down to the tablet first. Download that data from SimBrief. Let's go to our ground operations. We got chocks, we got ground power. All the doors are closed. That's great. Performance tool. What runway are we taking off from? Blah, 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 blah. We need to do all of this. We'll do that in a second. Let's go to GSX first. Let's try and request boarding. British Airways. And let's also request refueling if that's possible. So there you go. Goodness me. Oh, would you look at that? A little bit of a stutter there. Okay, we've got ground services loading up and coming all around us and all that stuff, and jetways being attached and boarding process, and I have requested fueling. I don't see the fuel truck anywhere. So it might come, it might not come. We don't know. We do not know whether the... oh, is that the fuel truck? I think the fuel truck is coming. There it is. There's the fuel truck. No. So our fuel truck is coming along with our carts of baggage and cargo, and they seem to be overlapping each other, which is pretty crap to see. But we'll take it, right? There we go. They've separated, and there's the other one. Anyway, let's just head back inside here. Let's go over overhead here. Battery on, please. External power both on, please. ADIRU on, please. IFE and cabin utilities, etc. on, please. Nav light on. Seatbelt signs, no smoking signs on, please. Voice recorder to on, please. Crew oxygen. Where is oxygen supply? I don't know where the oxygen supply is. Where is it? Passenger oxygen is here. I think crew oxygen is already on by default. I'm not sure. We're going to wait for the window heats. We're going to wait for the fuel pumps and the hydraulics and the electric, the primary and the demand and all that stuff. We're going to wait for that. Good. I think we're okay. That's automatic. Yeah, we're looking okay here for the time being. Okay. Let's come down here. We're going to wait for the screens to boot up now. That's going to take a little bit of time, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to allow the screens to boot up here. Yeah. Still waiting on the screens. Come on. Why are you taking so long, man? Why are you taking so long, god damn it? Why are the screens taking so long? Okay, we've got some booting up there on the standby attitude indicator. Waiting for the rest of the screens. It takes a while, huh? It takes a while. Cool Whip. Yeah. Can I get some Cool Whip? Yogurt. I want some yogurt. And some Cool Whip. Ah, screens will come to life momentarily. So the brightness on the FMC there, the screens are flashing, and come on now, don't tease me like that. Alright. Alrighty. We've got that coming to life. Since that's come to life, let's have a look outside what's going on with the refueling and stuff. Ooh, we have an issue. Is this going to crash the sim? Don't tell me. Ah, God. I think we've got an issue. Yep, there goes. The sim has crashed. Oh, the sim has crashed, ladies and gentlemen. The sim has crashed. I know why that is. I know why that is. I have added 2 sceneries. And that's causing the sim to crash. I know it's the 2 sceneries, so I'm gonna have to bring them out of here. Let me just take them out of my community folder here. There's one more I downloaded some free scenery from flightsim.to, and they are the probable reason why we're having that crash. I kind of expected it today. So we're gonna have to relaunch our simulator here. Okay, so I'm just loading up some stuff. Loading up the simulator, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize about this, but there isn't much we can do about it. Let's hope the issue is fixed now. So let's just wait for this to load, and then we'll see.
FS Realistic connected.
Alrighty. Let's go to the heavy gate there. Let's try this one more time. Now, usually it's caused by liveries. the crash to desktop, and I'm not sure whether it's liveries that cause it. Not sure. I do have a lot of unnecessary liveries over there as well, you know what I mean? So let's see. I hope it doesn't crash again, because if it does, then ladies and gentlemen, we have a problem, right? We have a problem. Okay, but we're back to our flight. Let's try this one more time. Let's try this one more time. One more time, because wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help. Okay, there we go. We got our sim brief ready. Okay, a performance tool and all of that. We're going to worry about it later. Let's go to GSX. Let's request refueling. Cobalt Crown Solutions. Let's go to GSX. Let's request boarding. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. All right, let's go overhead. Try the battery and all of that good stuff one more time, ladies and gentlemen. One more time. And we have. Okay. Cargo fire. This, that. All good. All good. All good. Auto start is on. That's done. That's done. That's done. That's done. Wait. Why is the view a little messed up? It doesn't make any sense. Why is the view a little messed up? Yeah, the views are a bit messed up for this. I don't know what's wrong with this. Alt 5, Alt 6, we need to work on that. Let me fix those views really quickly there. Oh, it's because of the head tracking. Oh, never mind. Never mind, it's just because we were not centered on the head tracking, that's all. Okay, it's good. Alright, now we gotta wait for the screens to load up one more time. As a matter of fact, let me have a look at what's going on outside while we wait for that. I don't wanna... Okay, we've got loading and fuel truck and all of that good stuff. Hopefully we won't crash again. Don't attach. Oh, we've caught up really well here. 17 minutes into the live stream though. Hello, Mr. Anas. How am I doing? I'm doing okay. How are you doing? We've just crashed once, and I've loaded up the aircraft for a second time, and here I am. Oh, I forgot to run traffic. Let's run traffic. Stop it. Start it again. There we go. Come on, Mr. Traffic. Run again. Okay. Still waiting on the screens, for the love of God. It takes a while, this thing, eh? It takes a while. A while. I said the same thing before we crashed. Cool Whip. Yogurt. Want some yogurt and kebab. Alright. There we go. We've got our containers loading up, ladies and gentlemen. Got our fuel truck right here. Guy's doing his thing, attaching it and all that good stuff. Got a little bit of graphic issues right there. Oh, look, a Saudia 777. I would love to fly that livery. I love the Saudia 777, but unfortunately, we don't have any good Saudi airports. I do wish to purchase some, if there are even some available. But yeah. Looking good today. Let's head back in. Let's see where we're at. Okay, we're ready to go. Clear all of that stuff. Clear all of that stuff. Position initialization. GPS. Let's take... just gonna take the GPS and put that in there. Reference airport for today is EGLL. No gate required. Okay, let's go to route. Origin today is obviously EGLL. Why is it so shaky? I don't know. It's a little bit shaky, isn't it? Oh, that's the wind effect, and stuff. Destination today is going to be what is it called? EDDK, I think it's called. It's Cologne, right? EDDK. Let's put that in. Route request, sim brief. Set the payload, set the fuel, select the route. Route requesting in progress, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go outside. Okay. Did the fuel truck do its job? I am not sure. Oh, look, the fuel truck is doing its job. Look at that. It's actually working, ladies and gentlemen. GSX is working with the PMDG. Wow. Okay, load that route. Waiting for it to be loaded. Waiting for it to be loaded. What is our takeoff runway for today? It is. Waiting. It is runway 27 right. That's fine. We're gonna go ahead and activate and execute that. Okay, that's literally all we're gonna do today. For runway it's 17 right today. 17 height. For flight number, I don't care, man. If it's not there, it's not there. FDNX flight number. Je ne don't care pas. Okay. Execute all of that. Okay, our route is looking good. That is the correct route, I'm pretty sure. Let's go to our legs. No, let's go to our departure arrival. For departure today, we're going to be using a runway 27 right. Oh, my bad, I put 17. 27 right, and what is our departure procedure? It's det to F. Okay, execute that, please. Go back here. Index. Arrival is into runway 24, that is ILS 24. Depot 2C is what we can use today. There we go. Let's go back to our legs page here. There's a discontinuity. Oh. Execute. That should theoretically get rid of all the discontinuity, shouldn't it? Yes, it should. Let's go to init reference. Let's accept our performance data. Zero fuel weight and all of that stuff done. 37,000 feet today. Thrust limit today. We need to work on this on performance page. We can also use the performance calculator that's in the PMDG version right here as well. So we can select runway 27 right. Import from OFP. Import from aircraft. The loading is done, right? Yeah, it is done. So let me double check that. What does it say? What does it say? Flap configuration weight 484. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, import the weather as well. Let's calculate it. Flaps 5. Takeoff 2 is our D rating today. Climb 2. I'm just gonna leave it on climb here. Selected temperature is 46. Is it selected? It's not, right? It's something else. I don't know. Whatever, man. Okay, if that's what it wants, that's what it wants. I don't know. I'll go to climb 1, actually. For takeoff, we're going to flaps 5. That's correct. We need a CG, which is 28.74. Let's see if that's what it's there. Yeah, 4.75 trim. Takeoff gross weight is 484. It's supposed to be 484. I'll give it 484. I'll just leave it at 484. Let's go to the next page. Let's put our wind in. Wind is 310 at 10. So let's put 310 at 10. We're supposed to turn on our APU, by the way, for the sake of the passengers. So let's go ahead and turn that on there. There we go. Okay, slope, dry, runway slope. What is our runway slope today? It's 0.01. So 0.01 is the slope today. That's very low. Reference outside temperature today is 10 degrees Celsius, cold day. Well, in the UK it's not considered a particularly cold day, but it is for us. It is for me, at least. Okay, let's put that in there, and that's done. Just like that, ladies and gentlemen, I believe we're ready to rock on out of here. As a matter of fact, let me come here. Let me go to progress over here as well. There we go. Done. Let's set our altimetric pressure there. Let's take a quick look outside. All the services have pretty much finished, haven't they? Yes, they have. Let's take a look at GSX. Okay, passenger boarding is still going on though. Everything else is pretty much done. Let's auto throttle armed, FD on, LNAV available, VNAV available. 10,000 feet initially, and then we're going to fly out to 37,000 feet, which I believe is our cruising altitude. 33,000 feet. What? According to this, it's 37. No, it's 33. No, it's 37. See that? It's 37. What the hell are you on about, Simbrief? Okay, I like to put it in this mode usually. And there you have it. There you have it. Let's reduce the range on that. At least for takeoff, we're going to reduce the range on that. Everything is looking good here. Let's set our speed. It's going to be 175, 180 is what I like to go with usually. So let's go with 180. The runway heading today is 269. So let's put this on 269. We're supposed to put the course on runway heading as well, but I don't really care. Do you? 269, ladies and gentlemen. 269. So there you go. There's your runway heading at 269. Set up. Initial climb out altitude of 10,000 is just fine. Alright, so we're pretty much just waiting for our passenger services to finish, and once they do, we can get on out of here. We can get on out of here. Let's go to your checklist, our normal checklist stuff. Oxygen testing. Do we need to do this? No, but we'll do it for the sake of doing it. You know what I mean? There you go. It's all tested. It works. We know. Okay, done. Oxygen flight instruments, heading altimeter. That's fine. Parking brake. Oh, we didn't set the parking brake. Normal. Flight deck door closed. That's not set yet. MCP V2 heading track altitude, takeoff speed, CDU pre-flight trim units 00 is what they're supposed to be at before we actually start. So trim units 00. I think the trim that they're talking about is a rudder trim and the stuff like that. So I think that's okay. This trim I'm not particularly worried about, so I'm gonna leave it here. That's done. So yeah, we just need to wait for these items here. Good. That is good. Okay. Now we wait for our passenger loading to finish up, which is still going on. You can see the passengers through the crack there. Through the crack. What just happened? We should close these doors. Yeah, you know what? Let me try to do something here. Let me go down here, go to ground operations, go to door management. Let me try and close this cargo forward and cargo aft. It doesn't usually let me close it in the first go. For some reason, there's a little bit of a glitch there. But let's see if it works today. Oh, man, my knees hurt. That's how you know you're getting older. You know what it is? I'm very sensitive to changes in pressure. I'm not joking. This might sound like a lie, but it isn't. There we go. We got that opening up again. You know what I can do? I know what it is. You're going to have to wait for that. Let's just replace the tires. Because honestly, I want my tires in good condition. There you go. So yeah, after the last replay, the tires get damaged when you fly the aircraft. So we're going to leave the cargo door open for now. We need to remove... You know what? We don't need the ground chokes anymore. We really don't. We're already running on APU stuff here. Yeah, there you go. Okay, we don't need them. Let's go ahead and go to... Wait, what? Ground connections. Let's release that. Remove the chocks. And then if you come to door management, we should be able to close these two. So let's try. Let's try. Mr. Anus. Come on, Mr. PMDG, close your doors. Okay, is it gonna remain closed? Yes, it is. So there you go. You gotta remove the chocks and the ground power and stuff like that before you can close that door, unfortunately. I don't know why that is, but it is something that I've observed flying the PMDG 777. Okay, I believe I can fly. Alright, we're waiting for passenger loading to finish up pretty much. Let's see how far along that's gotten. 257 out of 323. So we got a while to go now. After that, we'll complete this checklist before engine startup and do the necessary. Okay, but for now, here is what we are waiting on. Good. Let's take a look at our cabin views for today. Nice, lovely. Seems like a windy day today for some reason. I'm not entirely sure why that is, but seems like a windy day. The aircraft is moving quite a bit. This is with the head tracking turned off. The aircraft is moving quite a bit. Yeah, it seems like a shaky day today. Alright, there's an Embraer Jet KLM off to our left there. Nice to see that. Nice to see that. Shall we zoom in? Check that out. Just looking at some stuff as we wait for our passenger loading process to finish up. So yeah, there we go. Is that an A321? I think so, I'm not sure. Anyway, let's head back up here. Yep, still going on with passenger loading. Oh, come on. The cargo doors have opened up again. Goodness me, this is annoying, isn't it? Okay, we'll just wait for the loading to finish before we worry about any of the doors. So that is something I hate. There's that little glitch. You literally have to wait for all the doors to be closed for this door to be closed. For this door to remain closed, otherwise it's just gonna pop up open, I guess. It's weird. I can never really put my finger on it, but yeah. London Heathrow. Oh, there's an A380. Very nice aircraft to fly, by the way. You guys seem to enjoy that on the channel as well. Whenever I fly the A380. I should fly it more, and I will. Good lord. There is a change in pressure where I am. I believe it's about to rain or something because my knees are killing me. My knees and my lower leg are killing me. Oh, still waiting for this boarding to finish. Good lord, it's a 777 now. 300 something passengers. Looks great though. Looks fantastic. Triple seven. Come on. How much longer? Oh, there we go. I believe the jetway is disconnected now. Yeah. Finally, and the doors are closing. Finally, there we go. And the marshals are coming in. Goodness me, that took a while. Come on. Get rid of the... Close the other doors, goddammit. Okay, I guess I have to do that manually. Okay. Let's jump back into the tablet really quickly here. Close all the doors. Let them close up. Arm all the doors. There you go. Done. Ladies and gentlemen, done. Perfect. Which way are we supposed to turn today? Oh no, I don't know which way. 27 right is where we're taking off from today, right? Yeah. So 27 right. is all the way here. And we are... Wait, where are we? Oh, good lord. I need to check on where exactly we're supposed to turn towards. Okay. So we need to turn with our nose to the left is what we're supposed to do. Nose to the left. Then we should be able to taxi towards 27. Right. Okay. Nose to the left, okay? Good. Doors are closed. There we go. We got our pushback attached. Nose to the left. Thank you very much. Let's head back into the cabin there and release the parking brake. Like so. There we go. Let's go overhead. Let's turn each of these on. Let's turn these on. Let's put them on automatic here. Let's put our window heats and stuff on. Let's go to beacon lights on. We're ready for engine start, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go towards start. Okay. There we go. 15. Let's put that. There we go. Head back into the cockpit here. We are looking good. Let's go ahead and start up the second engine now. Oops, sorry. That's entirely my bad. Brain freeze. Let's go towards that. Second engine. Let's put our parking brake on. There we go. Let's flick that open. There we go. We need to drop our flaps to position number 5, which is 1, 2, and 5, I believe is what it is. Or 1 and 5. I don't remember. Let's drop it. Man, the startup sound really hits home. It's perfect in my opinion. Okay, bye bye bye, bye bye bye, see ya later, bye bye bye. This doesn't make any sense. We've been seeing our aircraft taxiing this way the whole time. And now we've got another aircraft taxiing the opposite way. It doesn't make any sense. Okay? Anyway, whatever. Flap set to 5. Auto brake. RTO. TCAS is supposed to be on standby. It always does this, I forget. TCAS is supposed to be on this one right here. Oh god. Okay, weather radar. Where is weather radar? I think it works. I think it does work, doesn't it? Yeah, there's the test for the weather radar. There you go, it works. It works just fine. We can put our weather radar on. Doesn't really matter. Okay, I believe everything is done here. Let's go to our checklist. What? What the heck is going on? Oh, I forgot to press these two, my bad. Let's go to our checklist one more time. Anti-ice, recall, flight controls, and ground equipment. Let's check our flight controls. Shall we do that? Flight controls. I need to check my flight controls. Where are the flight controls? I don't know where they are. I can't see them. Ah, there they are. Okay, checking flight control. Operational. 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 And we got full twist on rudder there. Same thing with this. Yeah, okay, great. Let's go back to the checklist. Flight controls done. Now it's just before takeoff. Let's release our parking brake. Ready to taxi along here, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Good. Good. Let's give it a bit of throttle. Open it up just a little bit. Yeah, just to get us going there. And there we are. Da-da-da-da. Emergency lights. Oh, I knew I was forgetting something. Emergency lights are not armed. That's something I'm still... That sucks. We missed that. That's not cool. TCAS is off. It's supposed to be, so no problem. Cabin ready. APU is running. We need to sort that out. Let's turn that off. There you go. Passenger signs are on. Doors are automatic. Auto brake. And APU cool down. Cabin ready. Brilliant. Cabin is ready, but where are the cabin calls? I don't know, man. Coming from Airbus, it's very different when you switch between the two. At least for me it is. It's difficult. Beautiful. Beautiful as we taxi along. Okay, so we'll follow this aircraft right now. And turn ourselves to the left and then to the right, and we'll follow the aircrafts while they taxi. 27 right. Okay, that is a large aircraft expected to make a very funny turn here. There you go, we're okay though. We're perfectly okay. There we go. Good. But a little late on our takeoff today. It's 43 minutes into the stream, and the reason for that is obviously because we crashed once. Nonetheless, we seem to be back on track. I removed those two add-on airports. I need to figure out which one is causing the crash now. Downloaded a couple of free airports from flightsim.to. They seemed really good, but I don't know. Oh, we got a bit of drizzle. True London fashion. Let's have a look at this takeoff here. There's an aircraft coming in. There's an aircraft coming in. Oh, rejected takeoff? Sorry, mate. And go-arounds there as well. Damn. Okay. I'm not really gonna wait for this traffic in front of us. If we need to, I'll just reset it before takeoff, because last thing I wanna do is wait because of traffic. So, all right, you know what? Let me give it a bit more of throttle here. Let's speed things along. It's already been 45 minutes since we started streaming. We need to get off the ground. I don't like spending this much time with startup. I like to be off the ground in 30 minutes, or at least at the foot of the runway in 30 minutes if that's the longest. So I like to take off in 30 minutes. 45 minutes is 15 minutes too long. So let's speed along here, ignore all the other traffic, and let's get to where we need to. There's an aircraft landing there. There it is. It's just made the landing. There we go. British Airways just made a landing. Okay, time to ignore some traffic and get in front. Or should we wait? What should we do? I'm not waiting for all this. Or should we butt ourselves in, ladies and gentlemen? What shall we do? We're coming up on the runway here. I think I need the full room for the runway. Yeah, I want to use the full runway today, so I'm going to have to do something here. I'm just gonna go through here. I'm gonna butt myself in if it will let me. I think it will. Yeah, it will. Okay. Let's go ahead. TCAS to TA only. Let's put our landing lights on here. Runway turn-off lights can come on. Taxi lights and strobe lights should have been on. They are now logo lights. I'm gonna leave them on. Someone landing. Oh, hello there, mister. Oh, nice. How nice. Okay, I'm just gonna turn in now. I am going to be turning in. Alright, there you go. This is how we do it. Rough turn here. Something that a 777. We're gonna lose a little bit of runway length, but that's okay. We've got enough, I believe. Yeah, it's a long runway today, so 27, and let's go, right? Advancing throttles. There we go. 80 knots. Rotate, come on. There we go. Positive rate. Get up. So get up. Go. And flying this thing because that's more fun. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Take off from London Heathrow. Flaps up to position number 1. I'm not really following the flight director per se. Flaps up. Yeah, flaps up. Okay. Good. We'll make this turn and then we'll give it off to the autopilot because why not? Alright. Okay. Good. Let's give it off to the autopilot. And let's have a look. That is done. Keep it our runway turn off lights, taxi lights off. Passenger signs remain on for now. We'll increase the range on that. We will increase the range on that. Okay, there we go. 6,000 feet. Everything is doing its job correctly there. Okay. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. We've just taken off from London Heathrow. So there's the airport behind us. You can kind of see it through the cloud there. There it is. It's right there. But anyway. We're on our way to 10,000 feet first, and then from there we'll head on towards 33,000 feet, 37,000 feet. Maybe, yeah, we'll try 37. To adjust the camera here again. Much better. Get into the cockpit here and see what's happening. Still waiting on that altitude. Okay, let's begin climbing there. There are lots of restrictions around the London area anyway, so that's to be expected. Approach, Mr. Annis. Well, this is not an approach, mate. We're flying a departure. We just departed. Let's go to some cinematic views here as we climb out towards 10,000 feet. Yeah, that's alright. Nah, mate, we're just climbing out now. Climbing out of the London area. There are lots of altitude restrictions along the way, so let's see how the aircraft or the FMC handles this. For now, it's holding us steady at 6,000 feet. Let's see. Okay. Seems we're still being held at 6,000 feet for some reason. Kind of annoying. Take a look at what's going on here. Yeah, we're still supposed to be at 6,000 feet, so it's part of the departure procedure, nothing much we can do. And I have to just hold on at 6,000 feet pretty much, is what it's telling me. Now, ladies and gentlemen, British Airways. flying along happily. I'm still waiting for that departure procedure, for the love of God. Got some stuff to do there. It's gonna take us a while here. Syed Daniel 4875. Hello, welcome to the live stream, Captain. How are you doing, man? How are you doing? Okay, so if we take a little look at our little nav map, we're still flying along here on our departure procedure, and we still have to be at 6,000 feet at Det 5. So that is what's happening right now. So all the way till here, we're probably going to continue at 6,000 feet, and then we're going to climb out from there. Let's go back to some cinematic. Alrighty. Let's take a look around, shall we? Let's take a look around. British Airways, eh? Our landing lights are on. They're barely visible, but they're there. British Airways. British. There we go. Come on, Mr. British Airways. This is such an annoying departure, because we have to stay at this altitude for so long. Look at that. Look at that. Wait, hold on. That deserves a screenshot right there. I'm going to take that screenshot. Thank you. That deserves another screenshot right there. I'm going to take that screenshot. One more there. Okay, there we go. Can use that probably later for a thumbnail or something. You know what I mean? Great. Come on. Come on, Mr. British Airways. Still holding this measly altitude at 6,000 feet. Yeah, I suppose, you know, you gotta... With such a busy airport, sometimes you've just gotta do what you gotta do. Part of that is holding aircrafts at 6,000 feet. This far out from departure, I suppose. I don't know. Let's see. It's a very annoying departure. Just waiting for this to finish up so we can go ahead and fast forward our flight. Because I don't want to sit through the whole cruise, do I? It looks great though. Okay, that should be the last point where we need to hold it. I hope after this we're going straight up to 10,000, because if not, I don't know what to do. Come on. Before takeoff. After takeoff, and then this is descent checklist. Okay, here we go. I believe we're now going to start climbing. Yes, finally. We're going to start climbing finally. Great. When we reach 10,000 feet now, we're gonna go ahead and turn off our appropriate lights that we need to turn off. And once that's done, we can go ahead with fast forwarding. We need to change our altimetric pressure to standard. Sorry, standard. There we go. Nice. is today quite choppy. What is the weather like today, huh? It's quite choppy. Little nav map can tell us the weather. Oh, 55 knot tailwind and crosswind today, apparently. Let's see what the autopilot, I mean the aircraft is. Yep, there you go. That is exactly what little nav map is telling me. So it's, yeah, that's a very strong wind component. No wonder we're quite bumpy today. Micro turbulence. Okay, 10,000 feet. Let's put that up. Yeah, oh gosh. Okay. Let's just put that up all the way so we continue climbing. We can go all the way to 37,000 feet. Alright. 37,000 feet right here. So it's not going to be for long, but it is going to happen. What? Let's go. 37,000 feet. Let's put our landing lights off. We can put our passenger signs on automatic now. And turn off our logo lights. We don't really need them at the moment. We've got everything else the way it's supposed to be, ladies and gentlemen. What is going on here? We don't need that. Okay, great. We are continuing on our ascend. Let's go to 40 on that. Let's increase the range on that further. There's our destination. Okay, good. Looking great. We're not going to sit through the whole ascend. We're going to go ahead and fast forward our aircraft, our flight today. That's going to happen. There you go. And let's look outside. There we go. Alrighty, it's time for us to fast forward, eh? It's definitely time for us to fast forward our climb here. Yep, it's time. We are almost leaving behind mainland England. And, yeah, it's time for us to fast forward our flight. As we continue climbing. So, simulator rate, let's go to into 4 speed. There we go. Let's see how long it takes for us to reach our top of climb. We're not gonna stay at 37,000 feet for too long today. Because it's not a very long flight either. It's supposed to be 1 hour of flying time. I think that's inaccurate given the departure procedure. So I love the way the nav bar changes color. Oh well, yeah, that's pretty. It's a pretty good nav bar thing we've got going on. Error accessing live data. Trying again. Oh. Not that I care much about accessing live data per se, but yeah, it's all good. Anna says you checked out my last video. Oh yeah, did you check it out? Did you check it out? I'll talk about that when I'm in the cruise portion. Oh well, we're pretty much there anyway. Okay. So guys, I have released a cinematic video on the channel. It's my second ever attempt at a cinematic video. Please go check that out. A lot of effort was put into it. Let me know what you guys think about that particular video. I've also put I'd also like you guys' input on one of the earlier cinematic videos that I did, which didn't do well at all, but for some reason I liked it. I thought if you guys don't mind, go check that out and let me know what you guys think. So there's one that I did from Santiago to Mataveri, using the 787. Please go check that out. And then the latest one that I've just released is the Piston Duke from Grenchen in Switzerland to Lugano in Switzerland. Just a journey across the Alps. Very scenic, very beautiful, very relaxing. So please do check out the cinematic video. Let me know what you guys think about it. Here we go, 37,000 feet. We've reached our topo climb already. That is fantastic. We can go ahead and reduce the range on this.
Traffic.
Yeah, I don't care about the traffic. I don't care about the traffic. There you go. Now let's just chug along till we reach. There's that traffic. We just whizzed by us. Yeah. Well, Anas seems to have enjoyed my last cinematic video. He says it was amazing. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Anas. You're kind. Let's find out. Let's find out how the audience likes it in a few days. But as of now, it doesn't have any traction. So if you guys could check that out, that would be much appreciated. It would be much appreciated. There we go. British Airways. Chugging along here. Our topo descent is not far at all today, huh? Like, in all seriousness, it's like literally now. So we gotta be careful. Let's actually head back into the cockpit here and take a look. Topo descent is already here. Good lord. Into one, please. Oh. Yeah, we need to reduce into one already. Let's put that down here. And let's go down all the way. Let's go down all the way to where we need to be. Where are we supposed to be at? Let's have a look. Any thoughts on doing an ultra long live stream? I don't have that kind of viewership, man. If there were enough people watching, certainly I would stream for 24 hours if enough people watched, but I don't have that kind of viewership, man. Even you, Mr. Anas, my most loyal viewer, you only tune in for like an hour or two at most, right? You can't more than that, so I can't be streaming to myself. Yeah. If there were enough viewers, I'll definitely, as the channel grows and I get more viewers, I will definitely do longer and longer live streams. But for now, there's a reason I keep them short. At least people will be able to watch it later as a video as well, you know. But if I do ultra long live streams now, it's just not gonna work. So maybe one day. Okay, so we've begun our descent. We can come in here. Let's check our init reference. We've got all of that stuff. That's fine. Let's use 30 flaps today for landing, and that's pretty much all we need to do today. A little above our descent profile. I'm not too worried about it though, because our aircraft will be just fine in catching up to it. Everything else here is looking pretty good. If we take a look quickly at our progress page, we've got 122 nautical miles to go towards Cologne. So yeah, let's see how that goes, eh? Yeah, it's not too bad. We've already begun our descent because we are very high up at 100 and... Oh my god, I'll switch views, sorry. Because we're already very high up, that's why we've already begun our descent. So there you go. Beautiful, isn't it? Lovely stuff, man. Look at that. Damn, we're high up here. We're very high up here. I don't know what's wrong with this view. No matter how many times I save it close up, it won't let me do that. Like it just keeps messing up and it's pissing me off. It doesn't get any closer than this. Like look at that. It's so annoying. This view. So that's something to remember. See that? This view is annoying because of that. It's actually very annoying, so. Makes sense. Yeah, Mr. Ennis, unfortunately, that is what it is, you know. There's a small channel, that is what it is. How are you guys? Said Daniel, I'm doing well. How about you? Okay. Let's go ahead and fast forward our descent here as well into 4. Let's go to some cinematic views here while our aircraft comes down towards about 10,000 feet, where we can take manual control once again. Oh, look at that turn. Very nice. So we're going to continue descending here to 10,000 feet with fast forward enabled. Because climbing down from 30,000 feet is a long way. Especially... yeah, there we go. Once the channel gets more and more viewers and the chat becomes more and more active, and I introduce the in-flight entertainment section of the live stream, which I've been discussing forever but still haven't implemented, we'll be able to perform longer and longer live streams. But I need more engagement, and I really need to get working on that in-flight entertainment section. That's what's gonna enable me to not skip through like the cruise portion of flight, for instance. We'll just leave it the way it is, you know. So yeah, we need that in-flight entertainment. British Airways. Okay. Coming up on 19,000 feet. Descending through 18,000. Whoa, look at that. We into 4 is fun. It's interesting to watch. We are turning, ladies and gentlemen. 16,000 feet. From 10,000 feet, I'm not going to fast forward. I'll just fly it and get into 1 speed. It doesn't make sense to keep fast forwarding below 10,000 feet, pretty much, you know. So we're coming into Cologne in Germany. We're about to dip below the clouds there. I think we have a perfect 10,000 feet ceiling or something like that. Something close to that. So let's see. No, not exactly perfect, but close enough. Okay, coming down through 11,000 feet. It is definitely time for us to go back into the flight deck here. And, yeah, almost time for us to reset that. There we go. Let's come to into 1 simulator speed once again, ladies and gentlemen. And let's take control. Let's see what's going on in the flight deck, if we need to take control. Still slightly above the descent profile. I can fix that up right now just by doing that. Since we have already begun our descent, we should have done this a while ago. Set the auto brake right there. Let's go towards landing lights on. Let's put our seatbelt and no smoking lights on there. Good. Let's go to our checklist for descent, recall notes, auto brake, landing data, and that's done. Let's go back to our engine stuff here. We come down here, reference speeds are all done. Okay, so we're slowing down and I'm trying to descend as quickly as possible so we catch up with our descent profile there. I need to reduce the range on this. It's got better visibility right here. of our landing into runway E. We don't have much time left. We're almost there. Good lord, that is not good. We are too high. We're definitely too high. I should have taken care of this a while ago. Should have taken care of this a while ago. It's okay. I think we'll be okay. VJ Dave Kenya. Something is wrong. Hold on. Yeah, okay, it's working now. Alright, let's change from standard to whatever the local pressure is, which is 30.02. We're still above the profile. That's what's worrying me right now. Okay, let's put our flaps down. Time to go with our flaps down. Come on. Get those flaps down. Let's get those flaps down. Get that flap down. There we go. Coming into land at Cologne, first time ever landing into Cologne. Let's put our speed brakes here, but we want them armed, right? So let's put them armed. Speed brake armed, that's done, that's done. Let's look at our landing checklist. Ultimate is done. Landing gear and flaps remaining only. Okay. Flaps 15 is set for the time being. Let's take a look at it. That was quick. We're running a little behind on the landing procedure there because of the fast forward, but we're looking good. It was a very steep descent from 10,000 feet. It's good thing that I actually went back to into one simulation rate at 10,000 feet. Had I waited to go a bit more below 10,000 feet, we would not be able to catch up right now, but it was a very steep descent from 10,000, which is why we are rushing here with this at the moment. Let's drop our flaps. Dropping flaps further. There we go. We are coming in and let's have the localizer and the glide slope on as well. Okay, let's go to waiting for glide slope. Okay, we need to drop the gear. Let's drop our gear as well. There we go. Good lord, Sky Dolly. Let's get Sky Dolly running. There we go. Glide slope localizer caught. Let's bring our flaps down to the final landing position right here, and the flaps should drop. I don't know why they're not dropping, but they should. Yep, they're coming down, and we need to slow this thing down all the way to a VREF speed. Do that in just a bit. Let's just watch our flaps drop. There we go. Nice. Alrighty, everything looking good. Reference speed, I'm gonna put that right there, 138. Good. Everything is looking good. A strong crosswind of 20 knots, but that's okay. It's not too bad. Coming into land, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a quick cinematic look as we come into land into Cologne, Germany. Cologne, Germany. A little bit of a drizzle there. Very nice. I have no idea what runway we're landing at. It's runway 4, I believe. Yeah, runway 24 actually. Runway 24. Landing into runway 24. Into Cologne. Okay. Oh, 1,000 feet. I should take control here. I should. Should I? There we go. My aircraft. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Oh my god. It's gonna be pretty bad if I don't pay attention.
1,000.
Okay. My aircraft, lining it up. That wind is very bad. If I don't pay attention, we are going to crash. So I'm gonna try and be a bit more sensible with this. There we go. We have visual, it's okay. I'll be able to manage this. Happy landings, thank you very much, A Beach. Beach, huh? Nice. Beach. Thank you very much, man.
400.
Yeah, I need to.
Terrain. 300.
Oh my god, Anas, I can't exit the cinematic right now, man. Too late for that. We're gonna land in cinematic right now. The wind is crazy and a little bit out of control. So I can't do anything right now, I'm sorry.
Glide slope. Glide
I
slope.
don't care about the glide slope, man.
Glide slope. 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 30. 20. 10.
Come on. Okay, there we go. With PMDG, I have to go for the keyboard to reverse. That's really very annoying. It's really annoying. I always forget that. The reverse thrust does not work with the control for PMDG. I have to go for the keyboard. It's very annoying. Anyway, that was not a good landing by any means, but I think we're okay. All right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Cologne. Let's put our flaps up here. I have to find myself a parking now. Gotta turn around here, honestly. Beautiful landing. Your sim is looking great. Using any filters? Yes. I am actually using a filter. I'm using Reshade. I have a set of... let me go back to Stream Flight first of all. You're looking at my sim through Reshade. Okay, taxi light on. That can go off. That can go off. Then I'll leave off. And there we go. We'll try and taxi through this taxiway, which is really not meant for a 777. I don't think it is. Okay, that's fine. Shutdown checklist, okay. FD can come off. I'm using Reshade. That's why. Yeah, so it looks a bit better than Microsoft Flight Sim default because of Reshade. I'll show you what I mean in just a second. Oh, there we go. We have that issue with speed brake now. Now it should work. There we go. Reshade profile. Yeah, I'll look into that. What I'll do is I'll put yeah, okay, I can share my Reshade profile. I'll get to doing that. Yep, definitely. I'll get to showing you guys my Reshade profile. Okay, let's take a look outside. You know what? Yeah, that's looking good. Water brake can come off. There we go. I think we're okay for now. We need to turn on our APU, but let's first taxi in here and find parking, which is gonna take a while today. Which is definitely gonna take a while today because we are at the end of the runway. We're not really supposed to land on this runway, by the way. I don't know why. SimBrief decided to give us that. Not a lot of gates we can park at. Bunch of ramps, so let's go find something. So if you want to take a look at the difference between what my reshade does and the default Microsoft Flight Sim, that's a reshade stuff, by the way. This is what it looks like. So this is reshade off, this is reshade on. Okay, this is the default Microsoft Flight Sim, and this is with reshade on. So for me, the default Microsoft Flight Sim looks washed in a little bit of sepia, and I like to remove that and make it a bit more clean and realistic, like using that. It also enhances a little bit of the detail. It also removes some other details as well, so you have to be careful on which one you use, right? So if you go outside to take a look at it, this is off, this is on, off and on. Okay. All right, let's turn our aircraft around here. We've got a runway coming up, but that's okay. Off, on. Yeah, the ground textures will also change when you use it. I like it like this most of the time. Sometimes, you know, you want to switch it up, you can always, you know, switch it off quickly. It's just a button press right here. There you go. There's off, there's on. So it's not that bad. It is not that bad. Too fast. All right. We need to find ourselves a parking, which we will. This is not where we are supposed to be, but for the purpose of this flight, I think it's okay. Gonna go all the way till the end, and that will get us a parking. Then we'll take a look at the landing replays. I believe SkyDolly has worked for us today. Let me just give it a bit of, open up the throttles a little bit so we can taxi at about 20 knots instead of 5. Come on, let's open it up. Open it up right there, and then, yeah, there we go, cut it. There we go. That should get us taxiing at about 19 knots there. That's much better. UPS, that's way too close, but yeah. Yeah, we'll find ourselves parked into one of these right here. That's what I'll do today, because I don't want to go all the way around to the other side. We can go all the way around if we want to. This is like the cargo section, isn't it? So do we... I'll still just bump it in somewhere here. We should be somewhere here. Meh, I'll still put it somewhere here. I'll still put it somewhere here. Doesn't matter. Does not matter, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so let's go ahead and pump our brakes slowly, so we can turn ourselves in. Have to be sub 10 knots to make such a large turn here. And we will cut that. There we go. Open up the throttles there. Open up the throttles there. There we go. And okay, we need to get our APU running, so let's start that up. We can turn off our taxi lights. We don't need it. But yeah, oh god. Sorry, my bad. My bad. There we go. That's much better. Yep, much better. Let's put the brake on that. I think we can park our aircraft right here. Okay, so let's now go ahead and take a look at the landing replays that are available to us. It was a long taxi, wasn't it? Yeah, it was a long taxi, so Anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at the landing replays today. So let's go to clean that out. Oh my god, you've got to be joking. The flight could not be stored into the logbook. It happens once in a while. I don't get it why. So Sky Dolly has screwed us over. I'm sorry, you guys. We're not going to have a landing replay today. Sky Dolly has just screwed us over. I really wanted to see whether that landing was all that bad or not, but we're not going to be able to. Would you believe that? Okay, let's jump back into our flight here. Let's go and see if the APU is running first of all. APU is in life here. APU gen on. Okay, fine. Let's go ahead and shut down our aircraft. Parking brake is on. Weather radar off. Is it off? No, it's not off. It's from here that we're supposed to take it off. But meh, I don't care. Hydraulic and fuel pumps. Let's put that on off there. Let's put those off there. Let's put those off there. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna request set the chocks and request the ground power. Then I'm gonna come up here. Let's go to GSX. Request deboarding, please. German wings, whatever. Okay, great. So we got our flaps up. That's done. This is set. That's done. Let's put our TCAS all the way to that. That is good. What else do we need to do? What else do we need to do? Let's go overhead here. This can come off. We can turn that off. We can put that to disarmed. Isn't it time you move on from Sky Dolly though? It is time. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try this thing here, FCR. I'm gonna try this. So I don't know how it works, but I'll test it out and I'll try it. I'll try it. But it's annoying because it's within the sim. It's annoying. I can't take it outside. If I do, we'll have issues with this with the stream, I believe. Yeah, see? It's crashed. I think I've just crashed my sim doing that. Yep, there it goes. Yeah. See, this is the problem. I've frozen up my sim trying to take... I can't move the windows outside because reshade is running. So if you plan on running reshade, remember that. If you press this button and you decide to use the window outside, it's going to give you issues. Anyway, luckily we got our sim back. Got all of that done, all of that done. This can come off, that can come off. Beacon lights can come off. These are all off, and as it should be. Okay. Let's switch to this. Let's turn that off. We've turned that off. No, off as well. There we go. Everything is off as it should be. Is there anything we're missing here? I don't think so, right? We're not missing anything here. Yeah. Okay, great. All right. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. The deboarding process has begun. Our passengers will be removed by bus. So yeah, thank you very much everybody for tuning in to today's live stream. Hope you guys had as much fun as I did. It was pretty cool. Pretty cool to fly this 777 once again. Hope that landing was better, but unfortunately can't even take a look at it because of Sky Dolly. I need to start using the record facility. Take care. See you soon. Thank you very much, man, for tuning in. So yeah, here we are at Cologne. This is where I'll leave. Oh god, what's happening? Okay. This is where I'll leave today's flight, just like this. But if I can get a view of our passengers deboarding, that would be fantastic. Not entirely sure if that's possible today. But yeah, the passengers are yet to begin. All right, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much everybody who tuned into the chat. Mr. Anas, thank you so much. Mr. Daniel, Vijay Dave, and A Beach, thank you so much for tuning into the chat. I hope to catch you guys in the next live stream. Until then, take care. Do not forget, I have just released a cinematic video. Please go ahead and take a look at that on the channel. Let me know what you guys thought about it. So yeah, don't forget that. We've got our passengers deboarding now anyway. With that being said, I shall catch you guys in the next live stream. Until then, bye bye and see ya.